Annyeonghaseyo. We truly live in a world of globalized cultures where we sometimes assimilate cultures from other countries into our daily lifestyles. But have you ever wondered why South Korea's influences are booming in popularity in Malaysia in the last decade? Take some examples. At least once in our lifetime, we have dined once in Korean-based restaurant, such as Seoul Garden, Miso Galbi, and K-Fry, or tune in to K-pop artists such as BTS, Blackpink, and Twice. So today we are going to learn how did South Korea utilize its soft power, one of important component in international relations, and its impact to succeed and becoming one of the best global capital entertainment in the whole world. And how can our community learn from this? Jujur Balu Gajah.
What is power? There are two types of power, hard power and soft power. Hard power is the use of military and economic means to influence the behavior and interests of another political body. This form of political power is often aggressive, coercion, and is most effective when imposed by one political body upon another of lesser military and/or economic power. Hard power lies at the command hegemon. This can be done through military power, which consists of coercive diplomacy, war, alliance using threats or force. Alternatively, economic power, which relies on aid, bribes, and economic sanctions, can also be used to coerce or induce another nation. An example of using power without oppression is the concept of soft power as opposed to hard power. So what is soft power? It is the use of a country's cultural and economic influence to persuade other countries to do something. It is the ability to shape other nations' preferences through appeal and positive attraction.
There are three basic elements of soft power: cultures, the ideas, customs, and social behavior of a particular people or society. Foreign policies, also called foreign relations or foreign affairs policy, consists of self-interest strategies chosen by the state to safeguard its national interests and to achieve goals within its international relations milieu. Lastly, political values and norms is something you believe in that relates to how a government should operate, whom it should serve or not serve, who pays for it, and who benefits.
Annyeonghaseyo, I'm Nick Nasan Akil. Today I will talk about history of South Korea. In 1870, Japan want to take South Korea as their colonialism nation. And on this time, South Korea was in China influencer. When in Japan order, Japan has developed the communication technology in South Korea, but this technology only for Japanese. After the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bomb tragedy, Japan has given independence to South Korea. However, South Korea had a rough start after independence as it faced many external challenges, having frictional conflict against its neighboring North Korea and past historical conflict with Japan due to Japan's brutal regime and massacre. It is extreme poverty and dictatorship regime in 1960 made it seem impossible for a better change. That is until 1987 before South Korea democracy and economy were able to recover because of democratic reform.
Annyeonghaseyo 여러분. So what are the roots of the success of the Korean wave? What caused this global rise of the Korean pop culture throughout the world? South Korea has been using soft power since the 1988 Olympics by using the media industry that was still blooming at the time. Since the 1980s, South Korea has shifted from its rhetoric and also foreign policy from an isolationist to a pro-globalization. Since the 2000s, South Korean's pop culture has been blooming and also can be seen throughout the world, especially starting from East Asia, Japan and China, and now to Malaysia. They call it Hallyu, Korean wave. The idea that South Korean pop culture has become really prominent throughout the world and has become a major driver in pop culture. From Netflix dramas such as Crash Landing on You, Hyundai Oppa, to cosmetic products like Laneige that can be seen everywhere in the malls of Malaysia. Most prominently, K-pop. And I will give an example of BTS, ARMY's This is for you. So what makes BTS so powerful? BTS has been named the global ambassadors by UNICEF and also has delivered a speech in the General Assembly at United Nations in New York last year. Not only they create really good music and really amazing performances, their music is very healing and not only promotes anti-bullying but also the pursuit of one's own happiness and dreams. The leader RM has always emphasized on loving oneself and also speaking for oneself.
Hi, so what is success of Hallyu? It's undeniable that Hallyu has achieved its success on the global stage. This was proved by the steady increase in album sales and concert tickets. BTS, who was become the first K-pop group ever winning the Billboard Music Award. In addition, Korean movie Parasite also has made a history when it became the first non-speaking English film winning the Oscar award. So, the success of Hallyu not only mentioned in music industry because they also involved in political activity as an ambassador. This can be seen through the K-Wave and Hala show in Malaysia 2019 that's led by South Korean President Moon Jae-in, also attended by NCT Dream, actress Ha Ji-won along with Datuk Siti Nurhaliza. In a lighter note, this event helped to soften the tension among the politicians during international discussion as strengthening the diplomatic relation among the countries.
In the end, there are a lot of things that we as the community can learn from South Korea and its soft power. Firstly, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. At one point of the time, in the 1960s, Malaysia had a better development than South Korea. But South Korea took the first step, embracing its entertainment industry, competing with Hollywood and indirectly complementing its economy. We, the community, should learn from South Korea. Be bold, be daring to take the first step for the better good. Second, don't let inferiority consume you, but it all comes down to your mentality. South Korea's entertainment industry 20 or 30 years ago might seem silly compared to now, but do they feel cynical against it? No, they keep believing in themselves because they aim for its objective in long term, a global cultural influence. Do our Malaysian cultures and values have the same potential as South Korea? Yes! Unlike South Korea's homogeneous society, we live in a multicultural society where our positive assimilation of cultures and values can become a source of attraction to Malaysia. And third, finally, support goes both ways. No matter how much the government and industry are opting for a change, if no one else supports it, then all the efforts will go to waste. We, the community, need to support it if it is good and provide a constructive criticism if it can be improved. Imagine if nobody else cares, then who else will? And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Annyeong!